Hey guys, hope you're well. Um, I don't know how I missed it. I would have done it with the other, sorry, with the other videos I released today. Sorry, my voice is gone. Um, but also a sad subject. Phil Lesh, the dead Grateful Dead, died today. He was a bass player, and I thought he was a great bass player. I didn't know he sang. And apparently, one of my favorite songs by them is called "Box of Rain," and he wrote it about his dad struggling with, I think, cancer. Um, and he eventually died. And then Phil died today, and 5 years ago he was diagnosed with cancer as well. But he was a unique dude, and I always thought I had his album. I didn't really know who they were until the mid to like 83, 82, 83, even though they've been around since like 65. Um, um, I just loved them because they're very eclectic, and his bass playing was rock solid. They had two drummers, but his bass playing was down deep. He connect with them really, but he was very, very good. But I didn't know him to sing really. Apparently, he did sing this live when it first came out, and then he lost his voice due to vocal cord damage for a number of years, and he didn't sing it again until in the later 80s, I believe. Um, I thought that Jerry sang the song on this album, which is American Beauty, which was released in 1970. I never knew that Robert Hunter and Phil Lesh wrote the song. Rob wrote most of the songs for the Grateful Dead. He was not a member of the band per se, but he was a songwriter. He wrote most of their songs. But apparently, Phil went to him and they wrote the song about Phil's dad, and Phil sang it on his album. And I didn't know that, which surprised me because once I discovered the Dad's band, I was hooked. And I've got all their albums and know all about them, all that stuff. But I didn't know that. So interesting. I've chosen the remaster of the original album, which is Phil singing, and then I chose a live version. Um, I think from 86, sometime in the 80s, and it's got like Burt Midlands in it, and he died. He was a keyboard player. And I wanted you to see those guys. Definitely Jerry's in it as well. But anyway, we're going to do this real quick. I won't stop. I won't say any more about it, but I just can't believe I missed it. But I'm going to break it to you right now. This is the Grateful Dead featuring Phil Lesh. The song is Box of Rain, and then I'm going to do a live version of the same song by the same band. Hey, yeah.
Sky. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? For this is all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk out of any doorway, feel your way like the day before. Maybe you'll find direction around some corner where it's been waiting to meet you. What do you want me to do? To watch for you while you sleep? Surprised when you find me dreaming too. afternoon on the road. Walk into splintered sunlight, inch your way through dead dreams to another land. Maybe you're tired and broken, your tongue is twisted with words half spoken and thoughts unclear. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? A box of rain will ease the pain, and love will see you through. Just a box of rain, wind and water. Believe it if you need it. If you don't, just pass it on. Sun and shower, wind and rain, in and out the window like a moth before a flame. And it's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you dare. And it's just a box of rain, or a ribbon for your hair. Such a long, long time to be gone, and a short time to be there.
Good stuff. You saw me smiling a little bit because, sorry guys, it brings back a lot of memories for me. Like I said, when I was little, smaller, probably 7 or 8, we were very poor, and we lived in the middle of the country, between Arkansas, Missouri, and right in this area. And we didn't have anything. And there were 7 of us, my parents and 5 kids. And we used to they would send these things out where you could buy, 10 albums for a penny, but then you had to buy so many over the year or whatever. We knew we couldn't afford that, but we would kind of look at these and guess what kind of music it was, and we like whatever names. And I always liked their name, but never heard any song like them. And I kind of lost interest in pursuing who they were, especially in high school, because I was, as you know, I was into metal and rock, and well, they came metal later in the 80s, into heavy rock. And then I think I said I was probably 20, 19 or 20 actually. I had moved to Washington, outside of Washington, D.C. to live with my aunt and uncle. And I worked at a bookstore, and I met, a shoe store, and the manager was crazy deadhead. I don't remember his name. I can see his face, but I don't remember his name. And we became very good friends, and he took me to my first Aid concert outside of D.C., the Capitol Center. And I loved it. He was big, and then lights and 2 drummers and just a bunch of people on stage, a bunch of girl singers, and we were walking through to get to where we were sitting. There was all these girls in flowery 60s dresses floating around. I just thought it was cool. Of course, I had a lot of clothes and shins, but I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen and experienced. So from that time until now, really, I was hooked. And I had the opportunity to see, I saw them twice. I saw them in, I think, 81 or 82. And then I saw them again in 85. And both times with Jerry. And the full band, the time they had rotating doors for keyboard players to go. But I will remember those as golden for me, because so many people didn't get a chance to see them. And there's really not people who kind of like that or kind of didn't. Not really. It's either you hated them or you loved them. I haven't met anybody that really who's kind of in the center. There may be people out there, but I've introduced him to people all my life, and what I found mostly is God, this guy suck. I hate him. I hate his voice. I hate the guitar playing, or they buy the whole vibe and they love it all the way like I did. I have a friend in Little Rock. He doesn't watch, he wants to see this, but Tim, and I turned him on to the dad in 83, 84 when I moved to Little Rock and lived there for a little while. And we still talk, but he sent me a dead song he'd been listening to. I did a cover of it on this channel. I can't remember what it was, but we used to dance around to it. That's crazy. It's good times, good friends, good memories. So what am I going to do now? I could wax on my memory and philosophical. I'm going to do the live version, which is I believe 1989, and it is Philadelphia, 7789, and Phil is singing it. Now I've heard part of this. Well, I've heard all of it actually. And he doesn't, in this, he doesn't have a good voice like he did in the studio at all. And it could be misuse of his voice, drugs, whatever. He had a pretty decent voice to me on the studio version, but this is not great. But you get a chance to see him play and sing, and the whole band. And Brent Midland, who was her keyboard player, he died of drugs, I believe. And his wife, girlfriend, whatever, she sang as well. So anyway, I think, did Brett's wife sing? Yeah, I can't remember. They had several keyboard players, like drummers for Spinal Tap. All right, here we go. This is the Grateful Dead, Box of Rain, featuring Phil Lesh. You'll see Jerry in it as well. He hadn't died yet. He died in 95, I believe. Here we go.
The dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk out of that doorway, in your way, feel your way like the day it falls. Maybe you'll find direction around some corner where it's waiting to meet you. It's all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walking this midnight sunlight, it's your breath, get me to another land. Maybe you're tired of growing your tongue, used to bottom rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you dare. If it's just a bottom rain, or a ribbon for your hair. Such a long, long time to be gone, a short time to be there.
Wow, that I've got to tell you, that was like old home for me. I've got pretty much everything and did up to the time that Jerry died. He died in '95. I remember because I just got an Instagram, if you can believe that, and I was amazed that it kept going. But when I was on there, I saw a guy that I had known when Jerry died really well. We were worked together in a music store, and he was always late. We had meetings pretty much every day before the store opened, and he was always late. And the day that Jerry died, he came in. He was probably half an hour late. He came in, rushed in, and he's like, "Oh man, Jerry Garcia died today. I just don't do it." So it's like this bullshit. Do you? Sorry, but Todd. Yeah, Todd. I've talked to him in years, but so they had two drummers. They had Billy Kreutzmann and I wrote it down. Mickey Hart was the darker guy. Bill Kreutzmann was the bigger guy. And they bored to death because they'd probably done these songs a billion times in different ways. And of course, Jerry and Phil Lesh and Bob Weir. And Bob Weir was an original member of the band. He was a roadie or something. And he was really young. He just kind of hung out and he loved him, they loved him, and eventually he joined the band. And then the keyboard player was Brent Middle, and he replaced a guy named Keith Godchow. And Keith was the guy whose wife sang in the band as well. When Keith died, she left the band. When Sherry died, the band broke up completely for a little bit, and then Phil started a band called Phil Lesh and Friends, I believe, and then it became the Dead and Company, and all these people came in to carry them through. I don't know what to do now. The only members really left that I know of are the two drummers and Bob Weir, and everybody else is pretty much gone. Now they started in '65 as a San Francisco band, and well, it's a San Francisco band, but they were called the Warlocks, and the main singer was a biker guy named they called him Pigpen. I think he did have drugs too, but when he died, then they became well, it may have been the Dead before he died, but soon after he died, he was also the keyboard player. So I would urge you, if you don't know anything about them, if you like them at all, I would urge you to study up on them. They are a study in Americana as far as everything. I mean, the drugs, the 60s, the music, personalities, just great. So, I love it. I think it's great. Thanks for putting up with me and all my rambling here kind of late at night. And but I wanted to get this one in and get it out. And that's it. I'm glad you guys are watching, and peace, and we'll see you next time.